Welcome to the Frisco Podcast. I'm your host, Scott Ellis, and on this very special 100th episode of the Frisco Podcast, we're joined by none other than our very own CEO and my wife, Wendi McGowan-Ellis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm excited. I've never done this, so this is super exciting for me. I'm always like watching it like everyone else is, so this is good.
Yeah, I think you were on a couple of them very, very early on when we first started it.
Okay, that's awesome because I don't even remember that.
No, well, it was a long time ago, and we've had some starts and stops, so It hasn't been as... We hadn't always been as consistent about it as we have been for the last 6 or 7 or 8 months.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit more than that now, but yeah, we've made it. We've finally gotten to episode 100. It's kind of hard to believe, but here we are. And huge shout out and thank you to Zach and Matt and Sarah and Jeff and everybody at the Real News Communications Network. They've really helped us up our game with what we're doing on the podcast. So thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Exponential level of growth.
And so much more to come on that front.
Yes.
So we're here today to talk a little bit about, we thought on episode 100 it would be good to talk about how we got here.
Yep.
And what we're doing with Lifestyle Frisco now, and maybe even a little teaser as to where we're going in the future.
Yes.
So Wendi is going to give us the inside scoop on all that stuff.
Yes, because not everyone knows our story.
No, I know. A lot of people have come into the fold and joined the community, you know, as we've grown and gone on, so they haven't necessarily been here from the beginning. In fact, most have not. So why don't you give everybody the backstory and tell us how we even got here?
Yes. So it all started in a galaxy far, far away. I'm just kidding. It started 5 years ago. So June 6th of 2018, this year, we had our 5th anniversary, our 5th birthday party. Super exciting. And Scott and I started the entire company in March of 2013. And we wanted to come out of the gate with 100 good articles on the site before we officially launched it. So that's what we did. We worked the first 90 days to get some good articles on there and launched it on June 6th. And for the first year, almost a year, it was you and me going to events, going to ribbon cuttings, restaurant openings, you name it, whatever was happening in Frisco, we were there. And then we would come home at night after jobs and write an article and push it out on all of our social media channels. And over time, we started attracting writers organically. And today, we are at right around 14 writers. We've got a full-time editor-in-chief. I am the tip of the spear on sales with our business clients, and we have a director of client relations who manages that after the clients are onboarded. And but first, before I talk about other things that have happened most recently, I really want to talk about the importance of the first follower. And I was able to see and be reminded of this past week of a video, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it on YouTube, the guy dancing in the field at the festival, and he's just like dancing all by himself, and he looks like an idiot, and everybody's laughing at him. And then finally, after about a few minutes, some guy finally just says, "Oh, what the heck," and just stands up and starts dancing with him. And then people are still laughing, but it's not quite as funny because it's two guys dancing, or maybe it's even more funny because it's two guys dancing. But eventually a third joins in, and then more quickly a fourth and a fifth. And then you just, through the course of the video, you see the entire crowd like just joins in and gets it and understands it's fun to dance to the music at the festival. But I want to talk about the importance of that first guy who stood up after the original guy. And we have a writer on our team named Yvonne Brown, who is our first follower. And I will tell you that the first follower, and you know this, Scott, is more important than us as founders. Because that first person that stood up with us and said, I want to contribute, I want to be a part of this, has helped us create the culture that we have at Lifestyle Frisco that supports our why. And our why is is to be the digital platform that tells the story of Frisco. We want to connect the facts of Frisco to the feelings for Frisco. And I think that where we are today is making that mission come true.
Yeah, Yvonne has been amazing all the way through.
Yeah.
And I think there were maybe even a couple of people that stood up before Yvonne, but
they're
the difference
here.
was not just that they're not here, but the difference was she stood up and stuck with it.
Yes.
Whereas other people kind of got excited about it and they
Yeah.
would say, yeah, I want to write, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then they never would deliver on it.
Right. Yvonne is still dancing with us.
I get it. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got a lot going on. It's easy to get excited about an idea. But you've got to learn to find who that person is. That's not just talk, that actually really gets it and wants to dig in and join you. And that's what Yvonne has done for us. And so when she left actually for a little while because she and her family moved back to Ireland. And through the course of events, a short time later, relatively speaking, I don't know what it was, 6 or 8 months or something like that, 9 months, whatever it was, they came back to Frisco. And we were so excited.
Yes.
So excited to have her back.
Yeah.
And by then we had gained more momentum. There was a lot more going on. But, it's still knowing that that's that first person that stood up with you and grabbed hold of the spear and said, yeah, let's go do this thing.
Yeah. And so I would call Yvonne and most of our writers that are still on our team since her are that first wave of followers. But around this time last year, actually last month of last year, we had a second wave of followers or joining our team, and that was through Mayor Jeff Cheney and his wife Dana with their Frisco Online property. And so when that merger of their company, and their assets, their digital assets into our site was completed this fall, it started kind of this new wave of what we're doing. And then the complete rounding out of that was in late fall, holiday time, when we finalized bringing the Go Local guys, Brandon Frakes and Gabe Harris on board, and to complete just kind of that comprehensive digital multimedia platform that you and I have wanted to create. I mean, I think from the beginning, we didn't know what it was that we wanted Lifestyle Frisco to become, other than this digital platform that hadn't existed before in the community. But now with these other players on the team, we really have a vision of where we want to go with this.
Yeah, I think it's definitely become more clear and evolved over time.
Yep.
So just to be clear, why don't you tell everybody who are the partners in LSF Media Group, which is the parent company of Lifestyle Frisco.
Yes, so the partners are Scott and I, Dana and Jeff Cheney, and Brandon Frakes and Gabe Harris of the Go Local founder guys.
Yep.
And they own LSF Media Group, which is the owner of Lifestyle Frisco. So eventually, if we decide to go to other cities, they will be responsible for helping us do that.
That's right. Now, there's no imminent plans for other cities. Let's be clear about that.
No, but it just makes me all excited to think about it.
But it could be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see. So if you're listening to this from somewhere else, you're not in
you
Frisco,
would like
and you
a
think
Lifestyle
your city
Frisco in your
would be
city.
This would be awesome for your city.
Please email me.
Let us know. Well, how should they reach you?
Wendi, Wendi, at lifestylefrisco.com.
There you go.
So, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little bit of the backstory. Now let's talk about where we are. We've merged with Frisco Online.
Yep.
That happened kind of last fall into the first of this year. Mm-hmm. That's been in full swing since then.
Yep.
We've rolled out new content. Obviously, we've been doing the podcast for a while, but you started doing the lifestyle profiles videos.
Yes.
At the beginning of the year or end of last year.
Right. The last week of 2017, we sat down with Jeff Tchaikovsky. He was our first lifestyle profiles video, and he is the man behind all the lights in Frisco Square. And we have done those. We've produced them and shot them weekly. Every week since that last week in December. And we've had some amazing, awesome people on, and we will continue to have amazing, awesome people on. The tagline for the Lifestyle profiles is the hidden gems of people who are creating the fabric of Frisco. And I just love that because I want hidden gem people, like those people that some people know about and probably have a strong following, but the entire city of Frisco doesn't know who they are, what they're doing. So I love having them on and just kind of sharing their stories and their businesses, you know, whatever they currently do and how they contribute to Frisco. So
yeah, and many of them own their own businesses. Some of them they work for others,
right?
But they're still very involved in the community.
Yes.
And Tomas comes to Tomas.
Yes.
Excuse me, comes to mind on that.
Yes.
You can't miss him. He's 7 feet tall. But yeah, that's been a great show, and I think a lot of people have enjoyed that. It's kind of nice and relatively short. You know, they're 3 to 6 minutes in length, kind of depending, and it just gives you a good snapshot of somebody and kind of who they are here in Frisco.
Right. So with regard to video, we will be rolling out new shows this fall. We're very excited about that. We're in the planning stages for 2, possibly 3 more shows on the video front. On the audio front, I want to see more of this. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. You and I need to probably have a chat about that.
Well, yeah, we've discussed some different formats, you know, and different things that we can do on the audio front. I would love to get this to where we're rolling out good audio content 5 days a week.
Yes.
So people are, you know, every morning on your commute or on your treadmill or whatever you're doing in the morning, you can tune in for 20 minutes and just get a good sense of things that are happening around Frisco, things you might not otherwise know about. But audio is a great format for that because you can just listen. You don't have to watch anything.
Yes.
Which we don't want you to do while you're driving.
No, that's not.
That's bad. That would be all the people in the left lane that were driving too slow on our way down.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Looking at their phones. Ugh.
Okay. Anyway, but as far as also what's coming next, because you are such a technology guru, and I have my own personal tech support at home, it's awesome. We are constantly looking at, and you're helping guide this, we're constantly looking at what are the tech platforms that are coming out where the audience is going. So we want to be where the audience is going. So that's bringing to mind for me the Amazon Echo or Amazon Echo and voice search services, and how can we get our information off the site and onto the Amazon Alexa, or asking Alexa for that information. That may also include augmented reality and providing those kinds of services for our business clients. I really, you know, you and I are always looking at what is it that's coming next and what are the new adopters to those technologies looking at. So that's important for us to look at into the start of 2019.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to take audio in different directions because it has a huge place in the digital ecosystem.
Right.
Beyond just even podcasting. So.
Right.
But there's something else that happened recently that we haven't talked about yet that was kind of a big deal for us and for Frisco. And it's something, let me just cue this up because it is something we wanted. We didn't know exactly what we wanted to do for nonprofits, but we knew we wanted to do something. And we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what that would be.
Yes.
And we came away with something that launched this spring. So why don't you tell everybody about that?
So before I start talking about that, I want to talk about the fact that you worked very hard to launch a version 3 of the website in March. And so I think just the way that the look and feel of the website and the usability went from here to here with that in March kind of laid the groundwork to where we really felt like we had something to offer the nonprofits. So yes, as Scott said, we've always tried to think of what's our unique way that we could help support the nonprofits that are either based in Frisco or serve the Frisco community. And we've kicked around several ideas over the years and nothing has stuck. And then Lori Medina, Mayor Jeff's chief of staff, came to me and said, there's an issue. Whenever Jeff speaks, whenever he is doing a ribbon cutting or, you know, whatever, at the close of almost every event, someone, if not quite a few people, come up to him and say, I want to get involved. I want to give. I want to donate. I want to, you know, spend time and give back. And Jeff, depending on the scenario, has been in the situation of calling to front of mind, you know, what nonprofit can I tell this person to look at? And he hasn't wanted to do that because that's giving more credence or just more exposure to certain nonprofits over the others. And so Lori just said, I need a solution. What can we do here? And she had the original idea. And then you and I just kind of took it and ran with it. She was trying to coordinate a lot of the nonprofits in Frisco to get together on one common platform. And several Leadership Frisco classes prior to this year have tried to do something like this in the past. And because those classes are together only for 9 months, they come, they go, they disperse. There hasn't been, that longevity of a platform that somebody was going to take care of. And that's exactly what you and I have. So this just kind of came together in this perfect storm of timing and everything to where we launched giveforfrisco.com on June 12th of this year at the Frisco Chamber of Commerce State of the City luncheon. And Jeff announced that from stage, and we came out of the gate with 24 nonprofits in Frisco or who serve the Frisco area. And we're super excited about that. So what they're getting is basically the core product that we sell to our business clients, are what we call a business page. We're giving a landing page on our site to the nonprofits to where they can describe themselves. They've got their logo there. They've got a link to their website. But the key thing is in the top right-hand section, you see buttons that link directly to their donate or volunteer or get tickets to our gala or contribute to our food pantry or, whatever their calls to action are. We're constantly keeping that updated and driving to where they're getting success off of leveraging our audience.
Yep.
So core messages, what we figured out is our biggest gift to the nonprofits is the size of our audience, and we want to help them by amplifying all of the nonprofits that are with us. So if you are a nonprofit and you are not participating on Give for Frisco, again, email Wendi, Wendi at lifestylefrisco.com, and we'll send you everything that you need in order to participate.
What are the requirements for somebody to participate?
So you have to be in 501c3.
Or C4.
Or C4, yeah, exactly. You have to be a designated, legitimate nonprofit. And we really would like for you to have been established for at least 6 months a year so that we can, we're not going to, some people,
nonprofits get started for a lot of things.
Yes. So we want to make sure that these are, legitimate and have a cause and all of that. So, but we haven't had that issue. We haven't had that issue so far at all. With the people who are involved on our site right now are thrilled about the exposure, and we're thrilled to be helping them. So
yeah, and it was an interesting aspect of this project was it also gave us and the community kind of a one-stop shop.
Yes.
If you're looking to get involved, if you want to volunteer, but you don't know who you want to volunteer for, you can go on there and you can search by area of interest.
Yes.
So if your thing is animals, you can filter by animals and it will pull up all the nonprofits that are in or serve Frisco that are associated with animals. Some of them we didn't even know existed. There's one on there, and I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of it offhand, but they basically they take care of horses. They do
Becky's Horse Rescue.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, the pictures
I had no idea
of the donkeys and the horses. My heart was
no
moved.
idea that they were in our area. But if horses are your thing, there's a place that you can go volunteer, and they would love to have you, or donate, or whatever the case may be.
Right. So, and there's quite a few. There's one on sex trafficking that's based in Frisco, and I had no idea that one existed, Treasured Vessels. So yes, you can either pick your issue area, or you can just browse the whole page and see who all's involved.
Yeah. So and a lot of good stuff there.
We're that I think has been the most meaningful thing that we've done as a company to date, and I'm just so proud.
Yeah, I'm glad we've been able to bring that all together and give people a place to go. And I know a lot of you listening have young people, teenagers and others that need to volunteer. They have requirements for school or church or something like that. And if they're trying to figure out where to volunteer for, just go to giveforfrisco.com and go find a nonprofit that makes sense. They're almost, if If they're looking for volunteers, and most of them are, then in the top right corner, you'll see a series of buttons. It may be 1, it may be 5 of the things that they need: donations, volunteers, buying tickets to events, what have you. Look for the ones with the volunteer button and click away. Yes. Go help them out.
Exactly. So, yes, we're super excited about that. So other than that, I don't... we're still kind of trying to take a breather from that. That was a serious effort for about a month.
It was.
Yeah.
We jumped on it and had to do it in short time.
Yes. Well, but we wanted to make the announcement time.
But, everybody's busy in the summer anyways, so we're giving everybody else a breather so you don't miss anything.
Right. So not a whole lot is going on right now other than planning, and we'll have a strong, fall. September to December are going to be huge for us.
Yep.
And then, get ready for some more super awesome things in 2019.
Yeah.
Which we're not ready to announce yet.
And if there is anything else that you would like to see from Lifestyle Frisco, if there are stories you think we should be talking about or telling, if there are aspects of the site you would like updated or changed, if you would like, different stuff here on the Frisco Podcast, somebody you think is a good fit for Lifestyle Profiles, any of that stuff, if you have ideas, we want to hear them.
Yes.
So please email Wendi. It's WENDI@lifestylefrisco.com. You can also send them to me, Scott@lifestylefrisco.com, but I'm just going to forward it to Wendi, so you may as well send it to her. But yeah, we want your input as well. Like, this is meant to be about Frisco, and there's so many stories, so many things that we can't possibly know everything that's going on, nor can we possibly tell every story. But at the very least, if you're feeding us your ideas and your input, we have a better chance of telling those things that need to be out there.
Yes. And here's to the next 5 years. I'm excited to see what that's going to look like, because the first 5 have been, I think the first 3.5 were just kind of, clicking along, just not doing all that much. But the last year and a half has really, we've made some good inroads with our own brand and with figuring out who we are as a company, and kind of figuring out and deciding what digital mediums we're going to take on and tackle, and what that's going to look like, and making sure that we're engaging with the audience of Frisco to the best of our ability.
And the best way for you guys to get involved is simply to go out to the site and subscribe to the newsletter. It goes out twice a week.
Yes.
Once on Monday, once on Friday. Just subscribe. That's all you got to do. It's free. And it's simple. We're not going to spam you.
Yeah, I think that people, I cringe when people tell people to subscribe to things, because everyone's inbox is so full, and we recognize that. But we send 2 emails a week. Monday is a listicle of everything that's going on in Frisco from Monday to Sunday. And then on Friday, we do what we call the Frisco 5 for Friday, which is who to know, where to go, what to do. Great. Awesome. And then a featured business and a featured nonprofit. So it's 5 quick bullet hits, and, it's not a long read. It's not War and Peace. We're not, overwhelming you. But if you want to know what's going on in Frisco, we're pulling from almost every single resource there is out there and compiling that into one email to where you can see everything, whether it's sports or kids activities or restaurants and dining, or whatever it is, we've got it in there. So our team does a great job of pulling that together.
Yeah, we strive to make that valuable and worth your time to open it up and look at it.
Yes.
Even if it's just something that you kind of glance over real quick to see what catches your eye.
Yep.
But that's it. So go out to lifestylefrisco.com and subscribe. And there's a number of ways you can do that. The easiest one is when you hit the website, you're going to get a pop-up after a couple of seconds, and just put your email in and done.
Mm-hmm.
So
or lifestylefrisco.com/subscribe.
Yes, go there too if you want to hit it right away. Now, the other thing that you can do is follow us on social media, because we are very active on multiple channels. Where do they do that?
So, wow, I'm trying to remember. We're everywhere. Facebook is facebook.com/Lifestyle Frisco. Twitter is twitter.com/LS Frisco, abbreviation, Twitter shortness. Instagram is Lifestyle Frisco. LinkedIn, we've started actually really taking advantage of LinkedIn.
Yep.
So our LinkedIn, we've got a company profile on LinkedIn. It's linkedin.com/company/lifestyle-Frisco. You can follow us there. We're putting all of our information that comes out on a daily basis up there.
Subscribe on YouTube.
You can subscribe on YouTube.
Lifestyle Frisco.
The Lifestyle Frisco channel. Where else are we? I think that's it.
Those are the main ones.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're
Join
headed.
us. Come hang out.
Join us.
And,
And if you want to be a writer, let me know. That's another thing. We're always looking for new talent, new people. So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Looking forward to the next 5 years, Frisco.
Jump on the rocket ship. We're going for a ride.
Yes.
Wendi, thank you for coming on.
Thank
Episode
you.
100. We got there
100.
finally.
Yay.
Matt, Zach, thank you guys for helping us out too.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of you guys for tuning in and listening to the Frisco Podcast. We love doing this. We're going to keep doing it. We'll talk to you next time.
You're listening to RMCN, the digital destination for premium talk radio.